Every person is musical. I think people who tell us that they're not musical just haven't noticed that they're musical yet.
Music is not an ornament to life, but it can be as necessary as air.
Babies in the womb respond to music.
Music is what makes us human.
I just have tremendous respect for musicians because music never failed me.
Charlene Liu, who this building is named after, a very big consideration of hers is the educational and outreach program. The scope of programs that we now offer extends far beyond what it was even a few years ago.
The education program is sort of posited on the whole mission of the organization, which is that music transforms people. You don't come out of a concert the same person you were when you went in.
Our next piece comes from Russia.
We work with kids in the schools in Gloucester and Rockport and Salem.
This has created opportunities for the kids to really enjoy their music and relish music and be part of music.
The faculty at both Rockport and Gloucester Public Schools has geared their curriculum around the various residencies that we provide for the schools.
Sometimes Rockport Music has their performers do workshops with the students, so you get a much better understanding of the music.
When you're performing with them, it's listening to the people next to you and across the room and getting cues from everyone. We have a lot of kids, so it's fairly noisy.
How come you put your hand in the French horn when you play?
Well, I put my hand in the French horn because it changes the pitch and it changes also the timbre.
When a musician comes for a residency and is performing in a classroom, the model is that they don't do performances in the auditorium with a full hall where the students are really separated from the performer. The model is that they'll meet in the music room.
So there's an opportunity for a really intimate connection between the two.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Good morning. This part is made up of a pumpkin and it's called as the tumba. What's it called? Tumba. Tumba.
The kids get revved up at school, go home and say, Mom and Dad, we've got to go to this concert tonight. And then the kids come and they already know the performers because they've interacted with them at school.
The musical experience is very intense and it's very up close and it's very personal. And I haven't seen students not respond to that. I mean, whether or not they're performers themselves.
I think the perception is very often that our educational reach is specifically targeted to children, but we also know that there are a lot of adults who come and they enjoy the music very much, but need kind of a GPS, if you will.
The adult program ranges from talks before some of the concerts.
The lectures are about culture, about the times, about the composer.
Prelude suppers with David DeVoe.
We do a one-day university, usually on a single composer.
So it's a real opportunity, I think, for adults especially to deepen their understanding of the music that they come to listen to.
Rockport Music has been bringing their visiting artists to our organization. The majority of the 600 children we serve and their families are living either in poverty or just slightly above the level of poverty.
We work with kids of 4 and 5 who've never seen an instrument, who've never experienced something like that. So it's a wonderful program.
They are fascinated, and when you go in, just the movement that the children will get engaged in, and then they're talking about it afterwards. So it's great exposure for them, and we do know that they're going home and they're talking with their parents about what they experienced.
HARP, an acronym for Healing Arts Rockport. It's a program which brings music to youth who have life-limiting illnesses.
It allows us to bring some of the musical programs into some of the rehab facilities, to bring the programs to people who are in difficult physical and perhaps mental situations, and bring some peace and richness to their lives.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is so good to see you all. How many of you have ever been to see an orchestra performance before?
Rockport Music allows us to use this hall for performances, which is pretty dang amazing.
It's crucially important to get the kids in really early, like when they're in, first, second, third grade, and just open their eyes and ears to great music.
We began doing a presentation of Carnival of the Animals.
They introduced the musical instruments.
And they respond really well to it.
I just think we're extraordinarily lucky in Rockport to have this as part of one's almost everyday life.
There are many communities across the nation. Their arts programs have been eviscerated, and so, programs like Rockport Music, I think, are invaluable.
Learning music it's about experiencing the world, and it's about experiencing the world in the most full way.
We sort of open the doors for them, and hopefully, once they've gone through the door, they will take things up on their own and become passionate.